Wow! What is up, everybody? My name is Mike Brown, aka Review King MB, and I had to do it. I reviewed the first film, so why not review Crank 2 High Voltage? This is a 2009 film that is once again directed by Neville Dean and Taylor. What happened to these two guys? I know they directed Ghost Rider 2 after this, and I think they directed a movie called Gamer, but where have they been since these crazy ass movies? I talked about in my review for the first Crank how crazy that was, how over the top that was, and how just fucking insane that movie is. Well, somehow they outdid themselves in this film. The sequel, of course, they had to go bigger, they had to go crazier, and they're successful in doing just that. You see, after the events of the first movie, where Jason Statham falls out of the helicopter, and you're almost waiting for a moment where he somehow gets saved, or somehow falls in a padded area, he somehow just will survive in a way, but he just fucking hits a car, and it looks like he dies. Like, they kind of delivered on what they promised, until, no, he doesn't die. He gets scraped up by these people, they take out his fucking heart, they give him an artificial heart, and it's battery powered, and so when he wakes up, he has to go and find his actual heart. He has to find his real heart, he has to get a heart transplant, and he has to try to do all of this while staying alive, keeping his fake heart battery powered, and killing as many people as there are trying to kill him. If it sounds insane, it's because it is. Wow. Just wow. Now, I'm not prepared to say that I like this movie more than the first movie, because I still think the first movie is better in so many ways. And I don't know if it's because maybe this movie goes too over the top. I don't want to say that, because I kind of like that it goes so much more over the top. There are things, though. Jason Statham, once again, delivers. Once again, is willing to do some crazy ass shit. I mean, wow. Some of the stuff in here, I can't believe he said yes to the script, but he said, fuck it, why not? How many times is he going to get to do an action film that's as crazy as this? The first movie, he had a virus that had to make him stay on the run and do all the things that he did. This movie, because he has to stay battery charged with his heart, he's constantly having to electrocute himself in whichever way that he can, whether it's a power plant, whether it's just an electrical box, whether it's tasing himself, whether it's having a car, somebody jump him with their car, literally car jump him. It's insane. It's fucking insane. Obviously things that would normally kill him in seconds, but you have a whole hour and a half movie where he's doing some of the craziest, goofiest, but fun shit. Honestly. The direction style of Neverdeen and Taylor might be annoying to some people. It's handheld and it's constantly shaking and running. And I understand if some people don't like that. I'm not saying I want every movie to be like that. It works, though, with these two movies because it is Chev Chelios' point of view. And he is so frantic, he is so high-energied, and the character's forced to do that style works here. I know that they have tried that style in their other movies, and maybe that's why it didn't work as well as it does with these ones. Amy Smart. Let's just jump right to Amy Smart, because at first, with these action sequels, you're always expecting them to get killed off. The girlfriend gets killed off, or she gets recast for whatever reason. But I love that they not only brought Amy Smart back, but I love that she got even more to do, or it seemed like she got more to do. Of course, she's now a stripper, and so their interaction when they get reunited is quite funny, but they take that crazy sex scene that these two characters have in the first film, and they go times 10. Them having sex in the middle of that horse race field on TV in front of over 8,000 people is hilarious. And it's even more explicit, it's even more raunchy than the sex scene from the first film. Once again, Amy Smart is willing to go for it. I speak your name. Amy Smart. I love her in this movie. I do. She's great. She's awesome. You know, you don't see her in enough stuff nowadays. I mean, I know she plays the mom in that DC show Stargirl, I believe. But I really like how she plays this character and how she goes from, like, she could have been a damsel in distress. She could have been just the stripper or the girlfriend that gets killed. But she ends up kicking her own ass in a few scenes as well. Well, not her own ass. She ends up kicking other people's ass on her own. That's what I meant. Dwight Yoakam is back as Doc. I feel like they even decided to double down on him and his girlfriend, receptionist, chocolate, whatever the hell relationship they have. I don't want to know. But the scene where he's told her, "Do I have to choke a bitch?" Oh, man. Hilarious. Efren Ramirez, so his character got killed off pretty almost lame in the first movie, just how he got killed off, and it was one and done, and it was easy, and it was over and done with. Of course, though, they brought him back to be the twin brother that we never knew about. This character is Venus. I will say that I like that they brought him back because he got a lot more to do in this movie, and he even got to, I don't want to say be a badass, but he got some pretty cool action-y type stuff to do in this film. His character, though, having full body Tourette's was pretty bizarre. A couple scenes I found myself laughing almost inappropriately because I felt like I wasn't sure if I was supposed to be laughing through a lot of that. Bai Ling plays Rhea. She's a hooker that Jason Statham ends up killing somebody that was trying to kill her, so he indirectly saves her even though he didn't do it on purpose. And then she is so happy by him, she becomes devoted to him. She becomes obsessed with Chev Chilios, and she's chasing him around, wanting to kiss him or sleep with him. And it could be annoying. I could see some people finding her character annoying, but it was so ridiculous, and I found her pretty amusing. And at least Chev Chilios was devoted to Amy Smart, so there wasn't an issue there. Corey Haim, I almost didn't recognize him as this character, Randy, who I guess had a relationship with Amy Smart while she thought Chev Chilios was dead, I guess. And I'm pretty sure that he died the same year. Corey Haim died the same year this movie came out, so that's kind of sad. But his character, hey, he got a decent amount of scenes to do. So there you go. David Carradine is in heavy makeup as Poon Dong, this really old, 100-year-old Asian character. He's the guy who wants Chev Chilios' heart because, hey, if Chilios was the guy, if his heart was able to withstand that drug, that Chinese drug, then it must be the strongest heart ever. So he wants it. I still can't believe that was David Carradine in, I guess, the makeup. Wow. David Carradine died too, I think like the same year or the following year of this, and the way that he died is so fucking bizarre. I'm sure you guys already know about it. And Clifton Collins Jr. plays El Heron. He is the third brother of Ricky Voronos from the first film. He, of course, wants revenge for Chilios killing his brothers, and you have to have a villain here. That's really the role that he serves. Once you get to the part, though, where he's keeping his brother's head, his decapitated head, in a water tank, somehow being kept alive long enough to try to see Chilios die, it's so over the top, it's so effing dumb, that I'm kind of here for it. That's why I can't really explain why, it's too crazy for me to say that I like it more than the first film, but it's also too crazy for me to say that I don't enjoy it, because I do, in some sick, twisted sort of way. Also, the ending, I mean, like I said before about Jason Statham talking about some of the crazy shit that he's done with being set on fire, and just, you get that in this movie. And they never made a third one, so I guess we don't really know the fate of his character and the franchise. But I don't know. You have scenes. The scene where they play homage to Godzilla, where they're wearing the bad mask and costumes, and they're fighting each other in the power plant, but I find that quite amusing. I find a lot of the really dumb stuff that they do here pretty funny, pretty fun. So guys, let me know in the comments below, what do you think of Crank 2 High Voltage? I understand if you guys don't like it as much, if they take it too far for you. I do, I get it, but I enjoy it. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Later!
Heat in my vein like vernacular. Cook up the beat with a spatula. Y'all are not ready for action. I'm smoking these rappers and feeling spectacular. Making it killing like massacre. Watch out, I'm whipping my wrist. Right on my city, been pissed, but I show them love. I'm not the one that's at risk. My homie told me that when people rise up against you, it's the sign of your destiny real. Fake ones been hating cause they know that one day you're making it. Jealousy's all they can feel. Plugging the phone, drifting my zone. Pain in the future when thinking alone.